Howdy viewers, great day in downtown Bryag this morning. Got a crimson out there in the backyard. Pretty pleasant, but we're now entering the Temple of Doom. Going on in here this morning are some experiments. Got the complicator all set up. This is an Arduino Uno, a breadboard, a power source, another power source, and this is the device. And what I'm doing at the moment is making that turn. So I'll just apply power, and you'll see that that makes one full rotation in one direction and one full rotation in the other, and the speed changes. Last night Neil and I were here juggling code and engineering to achieve what you've just seen demonstrated. Some of the wiring wasn't as good as it could have been. There were bits going in wrong directions, and there were some issues with the driving gear and the driven gear, but I fixed those this morning. The whole reason we're here, the whole process that I'm trying to achieve here, is to turn that thing when I want, where I want, and how fast I want. Okay, I know Maz is here helping me, and she's laughing at me because I stuff up. What I do know is the driver gear is 12 teeth and the driven gear is 34 teeth, so that gives me a number which is 2.833. I also know that this stepper motor turns one 360 degree revolution is 200 steps or pulses of this stepper motor. So I know that takes 200 steps. I know that 2.833 is the figure that will be the difference between one and that. So if I multiply those two together, I get 567. That means this has to turn 567 steps to produce one 360 rotation of that thing. That means it gives me another number which is 1.53. Now that means that one pulse of this will give 1.53 degrees rotation on that, which is pretty good accuracy. Okay, we can also change the direction from left to right with a very small change in there, and I can alter the speed at which it travels. So in summary, we can turn the boom head to wherever we want in the direction we choose and at the speed we choose, and only just recently in the last few minutes I figured out how to make it do that once. So now I'll attempt to set up and show you where we are right now. It's probably not very easy to see, and you don't really need to know about it, but this is the sketch. And basically what happens is this, that is the initial setup, and then you set it up in here and you do these steps here. Now where I was going wrong, or not necessarily wrong, is that I had all this down there in there, which makes it loop all the time, but I shifted it up to set up. Now it only runs once. Now pencil. This thing here, high, if I change that to low, it'll go in one direction. If I change it to high, it'll go in the opposite direction. And this number here where it's blinking, if I change that, that's 567 steps, which is one full turn. I can change that to any number I like, including more than 567. For example, let's go 1000, which is not even it's not any set number of degrees, but it's just to show you what we can do. And then this other bit down here is the speed, these two. So I'll run that now. First I've got to upload it, which means I just click that button there. And once it's uploaded, as you can see, that's travelling in a clockwise direction. And it stopped somewhere out of sequence. So now if I change this number here from high to low, I have to put this down because it has to be in capitals. And if I change this number from 1000, so let's do some quick sums here. So if I go 567 by 2 equals, and then take away 1000 equals, if I type 134 in there, and I have changed the high to low, if I now upload that sketch, technically that should bring it back to 0 and do it in the opposite direction. Here's hoping. How about that? So we put this back up here, and there's a long way to go yet because this is quite rough and I need to smooth that out. But basically I've figured out how to slew that crane to anywhere I want, anytime I want, and at whatever speed I want, and that is very, very exciting. Let's do some quick calculations here. Off on 567 by 2 equals minus 1 is, if I put what 567 567 by 2 equals 1134 minus, aha, I hit the wrong button. And I'll have to cut that bit out because I don't know where the fuck I'm up to.